my name is Shivangi Gupta. Welcome back to our channel Financial Gyan. Today, on this lovely day, we are going to tell you how can we compare company with the help of financial ratios. Let us first understand what are ratios. Ratios are mathematical expressions that tells you how much of one thing can be contained in another. This is a very simple definition which I myself do not understand. How can I expect you guys to understand it? Now let's understand this ulti-pulti definition with the help of an example. Suppose today morning your mother tells you to go to the market and buy apples and oranges. She gave you rupees 100. Later, you went to the market and told the vendor that you are looking to purchase apples and oranges. The vendor told you a single piece of orange would cost you rupees 5 and a single piece of apple would cost you rupees 10. Being a decision maker, you had to decide like how many oranges and apples you should buy so that your mother doesn't scold you. Don't worry, I won't let this happen to you. Let me make it easy. I will suggest you to buy 10 oranges and 5 apples. After returning, your mother asked you how many oranges and apples did you buy, and you told her that you bought 10 oranges and 5 apples. Now mothers being mother, she wanted to test you and question you how many oranges you could buy in one apple. You being a smart kid said 2. Mother is extremely impressed and proud of herself that she sent you in such a good school and you are like, wow, I'm so intelligent. This was nothing but the ratio of oranges is to apple, that is 2:1. Let's understand the meaning of liquidity now. There are two friends, Jack and Jill. They both are very rich and have a lot of investments. Jack likes to invest his money into real estate and has properties worth 5 crore. Jill has her investment worth 3 crore in savings account, fixed deposits, mutual funds and stocks. Suddenly, Jack got to hear from one of his relatives that his dad has met with an accident and needs an immediate surgery tomorrow, the cost of which is 50 lakh. Jack got so worried as to from where will he get the funds since no one is buying his property in a single day, so he got sad. Jill came to meet him and asked him why is he so worried. Jack told his problem to Jill and asked for help. Jill was able to help Jack within hours since all of her investments were in short-term instruments. What did we learn here? We learned that even though Jack had more money than Jill, still he was not able to convert his investment into cash quickly. This is what liquidity means. It tells us how easily a company is able to convert its assets into cash. I hope you are clear with the concept of liquidity ratio. Before proceeding further, let's understand two more terms that are current assets and current liabilities. First, let's understand what assets and liabilities mean. I have a friend, Akshay, who has 100 rupee each in mutual fund, stocks, savings account, fixed deposit, and he has also lent me rupee 100. Akshay has borrowed 200 rupees from his brother, which he needs to pay, also has to pay his credit card dues of the same amount. So you must be thinking, what am I trying to say? And why am I boring you with Akshay's financial? Ruko zara, sabar karo. Assets are the elements which a person owns. In Akshay's case, he has assets worth 500 rupees, while liabilities are the elements which a person owes. He has liability worth 400 rupees. Current assets are the assets which can be converted into cash within 1 year. Current liabilities are the liabilities which has to be paid within 1 year. Now, without wasting much of your time, let's get directly into why do we need liquidity ratios, types of liquidity ratio and how do you interpret them. What is the use of liquidity ratios? We need these liquidity ratios to compare companies of different sizes and worth within the same industry. It helps us in understanding which company is more liquid to pay off its liabilities in short term if the need arises. Let's say you own a car company. Excited, right? You have current assets worth 1 CR and current liabilities worth 50 lakh. Now, I am an analyst and I want to compare your company with Tata Motors to understand which company can pay off its current liability with a better position. Tata Motors has current assets worth 100 CR and current liabilities worth 75 CR. To compare your company with Tata Motors, I will look for two liquidity ratios. which are current ratio and liquid ratio or acid test ratio. Current ratio measures the proportion of current asset to the current liabilities. In this case, current ratio of your company is 2:1. For Tata Motors, it is 1.33:1. Let's interpret it now. Even though your company had current assets of 1 CR, your company is still in a better position to pay off its current liabilities than Tata Motors. For every rupee 1 which is owed by your company, you have current asset worth 2 rupee. For Tata Motors, for every rupee 1 which is owed by their company, they have current assets of 1.33 rupee, which tells us your company is better than Tata Motors to pay off its current liabilities. After current ratio, let us look at other liquidity ratio, which is liquid ratio or acid test ratios. Why do we need this ratio when our purpose is fulfilled by current ratio itself? Some people argue that the inventory which a company has should not be taken into consideration while computing current assets, because no one is sure that the company will be able to sell off its inventory within 1 year or not. Therefore, the formula of liquidity ratio became current assets minus inventory divided by current liabilities. You can say this is a stricter form of measurement of company's liquidity. Suppose in the above example where your company has current asset of 1 CR, 50 lakh comprises of inventory, while for Tata Motors only 2 CR accounts for inventory. Liquid ratio of your company became 1:1, while for Tata Motors it is 1.31:1. So if I check a company's liquidity ratio with liquid ratio, I would find that Tata Motors is well positioned to pay off its short-term obligations if the inventory is not taken into consideration. So this is the whole concept of liquidity ratio. I hope you are clear with the concept. If you still face any doubt, let us know in the comment section. We will get back to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. Keep learning, keep growing, keep investing. Thank you.